Alright,
It says stream paused.
Nah,
Alright,
not
I see.
paused.
Okay,
There it
let me
is.
check the audio.
Gotta check that audio, gotta check that audio. Mass Effect is a really fun game.
Alright, you are plenty loud enough. That's good. I can hear me. I don't know if the game is making any noise. I can see it, but
We're gonna find
it's
out. Let's
presumably.
click on it right now. If you start a
Oh,
new game.
there we
Yeah,
go.
I
Wait.
start.
Shh.
Oh, good. Do, do you hear the game?
Yes, it's very quiet, but it's there.
Okay, good. Alright. Yeah, I did
Jenny
start
is
playing
already
this.
here. She says 2 of 2 of 2 of 2. Hello, audience. I'm Sailor. That's Lou Jack. We're the People Lorians, and tonight, Lou Jack, what are we playing tonight?
We're playing Brothers. It's called Two
This
Brothers.
is called.
And it's
This is
about
called Brothers.
two brothers. It's called
It's
Brothers.
not called Two Brothers. It's called Brothers.
It's called Two Brothers in a world where there's only 7
Oh.
Jan Michael Vincents. No.
You combine the bits. No, it's called Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. I'm gonna click on it so I get some more details.
Yeah, and it's a
person.
game. It's a game, and we're gonna play it.
Game.
Can you see it, Taylor?
Let's see here. Yep, I can see it.
Watch.
We're by a
Watch.
tree in a hamlet.
He's all sad.
Wait, there we go. I thought this kid was gonna be like, it used to be 3 brothers, and I'd just be like, ah! Hit me right in the feels. Princess UA, no!
Death by Sea.
UA returned to the sea where she was born.
As you do.
You ever think about how, like, if you were like an orphan, like medieval times, you just like kind of had to like run your whole family's like business
Yeah, it's kind of
through
nuts.
a series of.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, ideally you'd have like. Ah, cows! Wait, you got subtitles?
I don't know if I need to look. Can I pause this? I can pause this.
Help and options.
Open options.
Need some help? Give me some options.
I need
Give me
those
some audio
options. I need some options for help.
Oh, that's a video option. I'm talking about audio options. Maybe there aren't subtitles. Maybe it's all like Simlish.
Yeah, it's still supposed to be in a different language. I don't think you're supposed to understand.
You know what these guys remind me of?
What?
You ever played the game, the black and white games?
Like Pokemon?
Really good. No, not Pokemon Black and White. It was called Black and White. It was a game where you played a god and you were just like a floating hand. They're really good. They're really creative.
That sounds neat.
And you'd have little villagers and like this. I feel like this is what Black and White would look like if they made like another one later on. You'd have like villagers who like still like they have like a sort of stylistic blockiness to them, but they're still just like they're very pleasant.
Right. Okay.
You got a space for Big Bro and control
Yep.
for Little Bro.
Yep.
That's because Big Bro needs more space, but Little Bro needs more control.
Obviously.
Just imagine installing a mod that replaces this guy with the grandpa from Stardew Valley.
Oh, whoops! Ah, did not mean to do that.
I thought he was gonna roll down the hill uncontrollably.
Okay, bye.
Uh, before we started this stream, I wanted to tell Lujak one of my favorite moments in I think it was like a prelude to Immortal Hulk, where Bruce Banner, who nobody knows is alive during this time, appears to Amadeus Cho, and Amadeus, as you might know, is the totally amazing Hulk. He sort of inherits Bruce Banner's powers through some super science shenanigans.
As you do.
And Amadeus is talking to Bruce, and he's like, "Man, I don't know what to do, like, because like there's so much power in being the Hulk, and I'm afraid that like I'm I'm in control now, but like if
Like,
I
what
just
if I
get too
wasn't?
mad." Yeah, what that if I'll just get too mad and completely lose myself? And Bruce is like, Amadeus, yeah, I think you'll do fine. You know why? Because you're like a normal, healthy kid. I'm not. The Hulk isn't a danger because he's like a weird other entity. The Hulk is a danger because he's like all of my anger and all of my fear given superpowers. And I've got a lot of that because it turns out I've been through a lot.
Right.
And that's the wild thing. Like they really play up how Hulk is like a he's like a damaged guy, and Hulk is just like a sort of a layer on top of that. That's why besides Hulk smash, one of Hulk's main like phrases is "leave me alone." It's
Yeah.
because he's just like overwhelmed.
Yeah. It's very
They
good.
did a really good job in like showcasing like him as like this sort of like heroic tragic character, and it's really neat. Immortal Hulk in particular is just it's got a lot of neat concepts to it. It's like if you distilled all the best parts. What the heck?
Sounds like a very good series.
Could you push that crank a little bit faster?
Nope.
Try pushing it the other way, maybe alternating. Oh no, it went back down.
No, I don't
Starts
know why
rolling
it's
on his-
going so
He
slow.
starts rolling on his own, and you hear the Happy Wheels theme. Are you sure this is?
Yes, it is 100% going up.
There's no way this is how you're supposed to do it.
Well,
It's
look, it's raising. You can see it.
yeah, raise it faster.
I
Do a
can't.
wiggle.
There is no wiggle.
Well, I heard that this game is controlled with the two thumbsticks.
It is, except
or
in
not
this case it's a
thumbsticks.
keyboard.
Two keyboards. Two
Taylor,
separate
whatever you
keyboards
think
plug
I
in.
need to be doing, I'm already doing.
Have you tried pressing the muffin button?
Well, I never installed a muffin button.
With
What
the
the
secret
fuck? This is.
F13.
Wait, no. Okay, yeah, something's weird with this. Something needs to be done.
What if
Wait,
what
nope,
if you?
didn't mean to do that. No, go.
You're supposed to
Can you-
switch brothers. And his
What?
little bro has to be on the left for some reason. Let's that to the up and left.
What? The up and left? What with this?
Oh, it was just like some light. Yeah, like have you tried like pushing and alternating? Maybe it's like Sea of Thieves where you were accidentally resisting the push.
No. I think there's something wrong with it.
You're too heavy. We gotta raise it without you.
I think there's
Well,
something
how
that
do
I need
get-
to like fix, maybe?
Oh, wait, hold on. I have an idea. You can. There's a rope there, so you're supposed to be able to climb up and down, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you have to get one brother on the capstan and one standing on one of the platforms over there. Not the one the guy is on, but the further one. as like a counterweight. Oh, not on the one he's on.
Wait, what? What?
To the
Hang on.
left.
To the left? Like here?
Yeah. Yeah, and then
what?
then send your little bro to push the capstan. You're not standing on it though. You're standing next to it. Oh, does he look like a capstan to you?
Capstan? I don't know what a capstan
The twisty
is.
thingy. The crank.
I ain't never heard that word, man.
It's calling it a capstan because that's what we call it in Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, no, he needs to be. Well, why?
Put him in a little basket. The big bro goes.
Can you just move, dude? Nope. What is your issue?
And then they abandoned him there.
Am I not doing this right? I'm
Maybe you have to be facing in opposite directions.
Maybe? I don't know. This really does not feel right.
So what are you pressing right now?
I am pressing all of the correct buttons. I am pushing the direction buttons in the appropriate direction. I am pushing the action buttons
What happens
as
if
they
you
need
put them
pressing.
in a different direction?
No,
Does it, like,
dude,
drop?
it's going up. It actually is going up. I did need to just do it like this. You're just too impatient, making me doubt myself.
I don't think. Oh, it should be.
No, it's going up. It's getting closer.
Man.
Yeah, I know you think it shouldn't take this long, but maybe again you're just too impatient.
Nah, that doesn't seem right.
Mm.
I'm gonna look this up
All right, look it up.
because I guarantee someone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna run into that little wheel thing," and they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah."
By the time you look it up, I'm already gonna be up here.
Yeah, eventually. You're using the slowest possible method.
Bro.
Oh, look at that! They moved the barrel thing at like a normal speed. So you were pressing something weird. So whatever you're doing, try it a different way.
There's no other way to do it, dude. There's action buttons and there's direction buttons. That's literally all you can do. What do you want me to do?
Use use the direction buttons. Maybe alternate instead of putting them at the same time.
No. You can't do that.
Then this is what our stream is. I hope we don't run into any more of these. You won't learn how to crank that soldier boy. I was a young man when I first got on this elevator. He's got a rare condition called garbage body.
I like his beard. And his hair.
I need you to bring me 3 bear butts. And a scamp tail.
I'm gonna send you on the fetch quest. You gotta go on a quest to fetch this shit.
I need a goat's eye, a goat's horn, a goat's hoof.
I have Newt, Tail of Newt, Entire Newt.
Sorry, we didn't have any gurneys, and we had to put you on this table. You know, I think I preferred the cart. It had a little more padding.
Alright, and away we go. We're off to get some medicine for a sick day.
I wonder if it's like a rapid press thing. If this guy wants to fight. It looks like he's just gonna fight.
Mm-hmm. Well, then we'll
okay,
go
bye,
this
no
way.
fighting for you.
Whee! We don't want to fight. Fighting is dumb.
He's afraid of water.
They can't do the water. I have to.
What's he afraid of water? Their mom died.
Oh yeah, I didn't even connect that. That makes sense.
Inside Princess Yue died.
My first girlfriend turned into the moon.
Now we just need to find one of those wooden pallets so I can put him up there like Ellie from The Last of Us. Cart you around because you can't swim like a mammal. I understand like that, like, you know, infants or whatever can't swim, but like I feel like swimming, you need to, it's an important skill, and like,
why are you such a dick?
I hate that guy.
Problem?
I gotta parkour over there.
Gotta hardcore parkour. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Something about I remember reading that like almost every mammal has the basic ability to swim. I mean, with the exception of like really choppy waters or really cold water or whatever. That if you throw like a deer or a horse or a gerbil or a armadillo or whatever into like a pool, they can swim.
Right.
And I'm like, man, that messes with me so much because that means humans are just particularly bad at swimming, but only because like we overthink it.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta push the water downward.
Yeah.
Usually my screen is really low res, so it'll be like old button server.
And
I'm like, I don't know what that does.
I don't understand what that means. What are you saying to me, stream?
It's gotta. You really got the resolution that's like, yeah, I'm looking for Dugan Nash. Who? A Dugan. Someone out there is gonna get that.
I do not get it, like, at all.
There's a series. It sounds like it's like a radio show or something, but it's a series. There's a series on YouTube called was it like Longmont Potion Castle or something, and it's where a guy just does prank calls. And honestly, most prank call shows I've seen aren't very good. But like,
stop with the gates. Why?
Why reminds me of that.
Why?
It reminds me of that one guy in Ocarina of Time who's like, you can't get past me. You gotta have a sword and a shield.
Like,
and I'm like, man, we don't have swords and shields in town. There's like one sword and one shield, and it's like buried behind other dangers that could theoretically kill me, which is kind of funny because he's like, you can't leave town with a sword and shield. You could die, and it's like. Then shouldn't you just hold on to the sword and shield?
Yeah, you probably should. Ah, look at this. Yeah, it's not nice when people try to lock you up in one corner, is it? Look at you, now you're trapped. Yeah, have fun with that, dick nuts. Hate that guy. Fuck that dude, he's an asshole.
Just that is an insult. You take that, dick nuts.
Take that, dick nuts.
Oh, dick nuts. Oh my god.
It's a good one.
Is that red? Oh, that's a flower.
Hey,
Looks like a
bruh.
bridge.
Hey, bro, can you wake up? Can you hey, dude, I need the bridge. Hey, asshole.
Hey, can you,
Hey, wake
He's
up,
like, yeah.
Bro, why? Because you wouldn't wake up.
You, Someone,
Nah.
you saved me from my deadly drying disease. I may offer you one favor, such as moving this bridge.
Alright, there's your favor now. Fuck off.
I must return to my natural pruning.
What time is it?
What the
What?
application? Okay, there you
Oh,
are.
okay. Well, that was
That was
weird.
odd. Oh, I should probably check the chat again. I was in full screen. I was very.
Oh, yeah, you should check the chat. Hello.
Jenny said, "Moose can swim. If they can fly, we'd be effed."
You're not wrong.
True.
You are not wrong.
I guess that's the funny thing, because I learned that like almost every mammal can swim,
That's fun.
and that is a secret, or that is the story of the secret door. The imaginary friend that's like just a beard. He walks. His like leg is just like a coiled up like bundle.
Oh, bro. Why?
Ooh. Did someone say random optional minigame where I can throw a ball at a thing?
Oh, yeah. Let's do
My
this.
favorite thing. If you haven't seen our playthrough of
A Way
A Way Out, oh yeah,
Ah, it's
man,
so good.
there's a certain amount of charm. It's funny because A Way Out is really grown on me over time. Where it's just its vibes and it's like puzzles and stuff. Really, just like they really stick with me.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
It's a good game, Bob.
I love when when you're right in front of the hospital because due to some shenanigans, one of the characters is like, "Hey, before we do our main mission or whatever, I need to check on my wife who's in the hospital. I think she's like pregnant or something."
Yeah.
In a while. Yeah, she's in the hospital. Of course, he's like, "Yeah, so like clearly, if we already broke out of prison, I got to check on my wife in the hospital." And on one
Obviously.
hand, I'm like, that seems like really risky, and on the other hand, I'm like, sure, why not? We'll just add another sort. What the heck? I thought that was a chicken because of how low res my screen was.
No.
When I saw it like levitating up the tree, I was like, what? What sort of manimal is going on here?
I must go. My people need me. But yeah.
This is a well, actually.
Well, it doesn't seem very well.
This aged well.
Well, look at that. Well, what do you know about that? I don't know.
Lost my train of thought. Right, Way Out. It was very fun. It had a lot of little doodads where you could interact with puzzles and clean dishes. It's just
Oh yeah, you can just straight up clean an old
like,
couple's
well, we're
home
already stealing
while
from
you're
their house.
robbing
We might as
them.
well clean the place up.
Yeah, we might as well clean up the place. They're like the nicest criminals.
I was really busy with his flowering.
Yeah, he's really focused on those flowers.
There's a moment where you're in front of I think it's when you're in front of the hospital before you even enter, and there's like a building nearby, and we were checking for like all the NPCs because of I think how like entertaining the dialogue is written. I wanted to talk to every individual character because they're very much distilled
Oh yeah, they're
to their base elements.
They're pretty great.
And so like I'm searching around and there's like this door that like some lady with a crowbar is like jiggling, and you and your buddy who are both escaped convicts, you're just like, what are you doing? Oh, just looking around. I lost my keys or something like that. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, all right.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Wait, go back up to the harp.
Okay.
Anyways, here's Wonderwall.
Here's what. Wait, hang on. I'm trying to remember how it goes. There are many things that but by now, you should have somehow. Oh fuck! Realized what you're supposed to do. Wonderwall. Just start
I don't
yelling.
believe that anybody
Feels the way. Feels.
Sorry, I only know the lyrics to Wonderwall, which is the meme version.
The Team Fortress
There's a
2
lot
one.
of things
That I would like to say to you.
Hold on.
I got a nickel for every time I was jump scared by the Full House theme. Oh, look at this guy. You can tell his aesthetic immediately. He's got one shoe on and he's got a bottle in his hand.
Yep.
This must be the town drunk. But you
Oh.
don't drink that!
He just lets him.
You fool.
Wow, that was gross. Thanks, weirdo person.
This beer tastes like pee. Well, it is in a lamb's bladder.
I
Sheep
mean,
bladder, whatever. I think that's one of the things they would use for old timey like bottle systems or something.
probably. Ah, scary Doge.
What's the dog doing?
Hey, look at me. I'm a distraction. Woo.
Better climb.
Hey, look, I'm also a distraction. Oh, God, no!
Oh! You do this. Believe in the power of wheat. Believe in wheat.
Gotta believe in
I
wheat.
believe in wheat.
I believe in Steve. No. In weed. In weed.
I don't know what other. What other lyrics?
Oh,
Whoa.
God, no!
Oh, you got greedy. Don't get greedy.
Got a little greedy there. It's fine.
Keep going
everything's
full
fine.
screen and then realizing that I can't check on the. Check on the chat if I keep doing that. I need to make sure that the chat is got a little bit on the side.
Be able to look at the fucking chat, man.
Danny mentioned steal the ball.
Steal the ball.
Also, great cover. I like the lighting in this game. It's pretty neat.
Oh yeah, lighting's great. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah.
This is something I would play in my free time. For sure.
This is a funny thing. I feel like what really intertwines well with building games lore is having a strong vibe to a game.
Yeah.
Like what's the word? Like Falcon Age. It's got a strong vibe to it. It honestly feels kind of like vaguely Ocarina of Time like in its like general vibe, and like it feels desolate, but there's also like a handful of friendly people.
Right.
Except instead of like a temperate forest area, it's like the mesas of Arizona. It's pretty neat. It also it also is the origin of one of my favorite deep cut game jokes, which is which is aim for the taint. It's the robot's only weakness.
What?
Because in Falcon Age, the robots are like immune to normal hits. Speaking of Falcons, they're immune to normal hits. You can only take them down if your Falcon like swoops down and like lifts them, and it lifts them like upside down. And so I was looking at that and I was like, well, I feel like the main hitbox I'm hitting is just like their taint. So that's their weak point. And like I don't know if the devs like thought that completely through and went like, yeah, the weakness is the taint, or they were just like, oh, yeah, you flip a robot upside down and it's vulnerable, and I'm like, yeah, but that's what you're hitting. It's their one weakness. No one expects them to flip upside down.
No
To
one
do that,
expects
they
the
would need
tank.
some kind of highly trained falcon or something.
Obviously. What is
That's
Falcon Age
that's my
about? I actually don't know anything about that.
Falcon Age is a beautiful little game where you're in like you're on a planet that's got a biome similar to like the mesas of like northern Arizona, and this company has sort of turned the place into just an absolute desolate rock, and
As you do.
yeah, and they turned it into a rock because they've sort of insisted on everyone should just be like mining and making money for the company, and if you're not mining, you're some kind of vagrant, and that's illegal, and you'll go to jail, and the punishment for jail is going mining. So it's just like this self-perpetuating cycle, and
Jesus
you
Christ.
escape it with some help with your what the heck?
Oh, it's a giant with mushrooms growing out of his back for some reason.
Oh, so he's like a sloth, a sloth.
I guess. He looks
Well,
sad. Hey,
Maybe he
dude.
wants a bowl for his mushroom stew.
Maybe. I need more
He's got a
mushrooms.
cauldron.
Is there a way to make me even more mushroomy?
Hey, Maru!
Is there a way to make me even more mushroom? Hold
Yeah,
on,
I
let me
need
just-
more mushrooms. I'm on a quest for mushrooms. That's my side quest.
And he says, I should do a cover with my kazoo. A cover of what song, Jenny?
I'm still Jenny from the block.
This guy's reminding me of that gag where I think it was like Shrek 3, where they're looking everywhere for ogres. There's one guy who's like vaguely the right color, but he's got like a different shaped nose, and he's got like the more human style ears, and he's like, that's not an ogre, that's a troll.
Yeah. That was
love
a
that
good
gag.
gag. Where are we going, new friend?
Where's my train of thought? Oh, right, Falcon Age. So, yeah, it's
Oh, God, cool.
wind
That's
speed
terrifying.
13 knots, south by southwest, calculating trajectory.
Nice Titanfall 2 reference.
I always do that. Every time there's like a character that does the fastball special, I just imagine that.
I love how that whole conversation is just like, I'm gonna throw you. Are you sure? Come on, Cooper. But like, really? Come on, Cooper. Have I ever steered you wrong?
I like to imagine what the pitch meeting was for like one of the last missions in the game when you get the smart gun.
Oh
they're
yeah,
like,
that was
alright,
great.
Right,
The
the
smart
last
pistol.
ET is basically gonna seem like he's just straight up dead. That is like his body is destroyed and his brain probably is too. And he does a heroic sacrifice by giving
Fuck,
up
I
what
did
is
the
like
wrong thing.
basically his head, and inside of his head is like a knife and a gun.
Yeah,
and
just
it's
a
a
knife
brain
and a
gun.
smart gun. It's a
The
brain
twist
gun.
is that the gun's got a brain and it calculates how to shoot everything.
Okay, now here's something that I was actually thinking about. So you know how people were talking about like the idea of making Jack Cooper an Apex Legend?
Yeah, what would that be like his special? He just like he has
Yes,
the smart gun
yes,
and he just
yes.
says like
Yes, that
I've
would
got you
be
in my
like-
sights.
Yeah, no, that would be like his tactical. His special would
Yeah, his
actually be
tactical
straight up
visor
calling
would
a
be
Titan. Well, yeah, his technical visor, obviously. No, wait, that's Overwatch. It's too many layers. It's too many layers.
I could hear the gears in your brain turning. I was like, wait for it. He's gonna get it.
This whole dude's ult is an A-bot!
And he said, Wonderwall. So Jenny was saying I should do a cover with my kazoo, Wonderwall, or Jenny phone number song. Look at him!
He's
He
a
is the bridge.
He's the
He's
bridge.
the avatar. He's the
Man.
bridge between
He's
worlds.
the avatar bridge. Oh my god, you're right. Avatar giant. No, but the smart pistol would be his tactical, but like his ultimate would just be straight up calling down a titan. Which no, obviously not. You couldn't do that in Apex Legends. So the smart pistol probably would have to be like his ultimate, but you would have to justify it that he has like an actual Titan brain out there somewhere doing the aimbot thing, because that's the only way to make sense out of it. Because like otherwise, why doesn't everyone else just bring a smart pistol with them?
Well,
Like if
that's
it's
another-
just a gun
no one,
that
you can't bring. If I've noticed that, like, it's you don't start with a gun unless it's one of like your special gear things.
yeah, unless it's
Which
something
implies-
you specially brought, which implies you're allowed to have your own equipment in the game.
If it's like if it like
If it,
passes
like,
through like an
yeah.
administrative body,
yeah, if
like
it's
a regulatory system. I like to imagine
Yeah.
it's like that thing from My Hero Academia where it's like, hey, why do you get to have all this cool stuff? And it's like, because we signed the paperwork for it. This, we went to the gadgeteer like class, and they're like, here's some cool stuff, and then we did the homework for it, and they let us have it.
I love the idea where it's just like, why are you allowed to have all of this cool shit? And it's like, because making this cool shit is my superpower, dude. Like, that's it. That's what I got. That's what I have to offer. That's what I gotta show people, man.
The funny thing about that, like, sort of caveat is that it sort of implies that, like, you could get a serious tactical edge if you made sure that you had enough gear. At least if it theoretically, like, if they allowed it or whatever, that if you had a power that was like way too niche and really hard to weaponize, that you could like add a bunch of gear to that.
Right.
Just imagining like someone whose power is already like really good but hard to manage, like Shikamaru's like shadow thing. He's like, oh yeah, and I got this bit of gear that's just a mortar that launches like a smoke cloud that covers the whole arena.
That'd be awesome. Could you
And it just
imagine?
makes my life too easy.
Could you imagine Shikamaru with just some straight up shadow gear? Like, oh, I can just make so much darkness.
Wait a minute, why
I
isn't
could just
that
have
a
all the
tool in Metal Gear
shadows.
Solid 5? Right, like a thing that just like changes the weather or something, makes it really dark.
You know,
Alright, so
given
you
that
kinda-
it's Metal Gear Solid 5, I would totally believe they have that technology. They got fucking wormhole phones. No way they don't have weather machines.
Yeah.
Look, if you've conquered wormholes, you've conquered weather.
Look, if you've conquered bad fur days, it's a deep cut for you.
I have that on an emulator.
Look, there ain't a lot of games that have a boss that's just a big poo. They're pretty rare.
I think it's the only one.
Wait, hold on, did Rare make that one?
Yeah, that was Rare.
Okay, then my joke works.
I am the great mighty
The great
Pooh,
mighty Pooh.
and I'm gonna fling my shit at you.
Not you. Oh man.
I haven't even played that game, but it's on my list. I've got it on an emulator. I'll play it at some point.
Oh man. You know what? You know what feels like really weird?
Wow.
Like, I don't know if this is the same in like every state, but in our local Costco, you can't buy one box of muffins. I have no idea why. I'm certain that it would work if you bought one, but for some reason it's always that you have to buy 2 boxes, and it doesn't matter what flavor, just as long as there's 2. But my folks, we had like some kind of party, and I didn't organize it, so that's why I don't remember what it was about. But my folks were over. I forget the exact details, but they brought a bunch of snacks, and they brought like 1 box of Costco muffins. It was like, oh, neat. But then we went out to go shopping and we bought our own Costco muffins, and now we have an odd number of Costco muffin boxes, and it just feels weird.
That way, that
They don't.
that is weird.
They don't want you to have an odd number. What is this? What kind of God of War looking?
It really is God of War-esque.
One of my favorite one of my favorite dumb jokes that I did while playing God of War is I had this video of me moving the boy around with the huge. There's like a platform that's like the size of like a soccer ball field, and you move it around with like a big gear, you know. And you lift it and it raises him up, and then he goes to pick up stuff or activate levers, and you lower it.
Right.
So I had a video of me just lifting that, and I with the caption "Me raising my son." I raised him on a big platform.
That's awesome.
What more do you want?
That's really funny.
You know what's funny on like a cosmic level?
Wow.
That like Mimir is like a real figure in like ancient Norse mythology. But there's something very funny about Mimir being like the memer.
Yeah.
Like just a lexical. What's the word? It's a pure coincidence that his name is kind of sounds like memer, and he's full of memes. Oh, pillar. Look, I made a bridge in what, like 10 seconds?
Well, it only took me what, like 10 seconds? What am I doing with this?
I'm not sure. Well, I was thinking a bridge, but see here.
I mean, yeah, probably a bridge, but like, where though? Is it
You ever
over
think
here?
that you ever think that when bodybuilders who are friends with other bodybuilders like have to move their furniture, they call up all their bodybuilder friends and like, yes, moving furniture, my favorite. Be like, well, if you come over, I'll buy you pizza. And they're like, what? It's that many carbs? No, forget it. I'll just come over and move that furniture now.
It's like, nah, man, I'm not about that. Just give me the exercise.
I always figured that furniture moving is seems like a big hassle for just people like me who just aren't particularly in any kind of shape, and that if you were with a team of athletes, that it would just be like nothing.
I do wonder about that.
'Cause
Hey, athletes out there, do you get like a huge rush out of moving?
Yeah, because I mean, what's funny is that I know they're moving companies. I know that people moving. Oh, there you go.
That's what I'm supposed to do with it.
And an ancient gear that went left and right suddenly went right to left. The mechanics of the universe were in balance.
Ah, crazy. I'm not really sure what that did though. Where do I go now? This way?
I don't know either. I was hoping I'd be able to quote. I think it was something from Morrowind. And if you ever take a hard look at Morrowind and then compare it to the rest of Elder Scrolls, man, Morrowind really was like Elder Scrolls, but the drugs were allowed.
Got a lot of that, what's it called? Scree or Scra or Skooma?
Yeah, well, as in it's Morrowind. Morrowind was they just added so much stuff that isn't in traditional fantasy, where they're so there's homesteads and walls and villages and guilds or whatever, but then they're oh, there's no horses, there's no cattle, everything is bugs. It's just bugs everywhere, and the bugs are where you get most of your armor. There's also
oh, that's where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, and instead of a mountain or whatever, there's just a straight up volcano that is in the center of the continent, and not an island volcano. It's just huge and surrounded by a big magical fence to keep all the I don't know, the ash zombies in.
Huh.
It's really neat, and I do say that with love. I'm not like, oh, what kind of drugs do they have to be on to make this? It's like I used to joke about that, and then people were like, nah, fam, like you can be creative without drugs. But then also I flipped back to that when I actually tried cannabis and was like, yeah, no, like straight up, if you have like the appropriate strain and it is legal and safe for you to use, then yeah, you can get about 3 layers deep and be like, I'm just gonna come up with something without asking how it makes sense, and then we'll work on how to make it make sense later.
That's how Alice in Wonderland came into existence. Except I'm
That
pretty
was
sure it
probably
wasn't.
LSD.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Except I'm pretty sure it wasn't weed. Pretty sure it was something
Yeah.
harder.
Yeah, it was. I think it was LSD and coping mechanisms.
Probably.
And he says, "I got the Elder Scrolls cookbook. I can make skooma." Oh, that reminds me of a fun short little story.
Wait, can
So
you
I was out-
actually make skooma?
Probably not. No, my older brother and I, for the longest time, had sort of an ongoing meme
Hey Taylor,
where
hey
we think
Taylor,
it'd be
hang on,
cool.
hang on, Taylor, hang on. Watch this. You ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Geronimo!
Yeah! You stopped the big wheel.
Oh, okay. Apparently, I have to. Well, all right.
Oh yeah, you have to stop the big wheel, and then your big brother can climb up it while you're holding onto it.
Yes. No. Oh, I let go of the button.
Check it again.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Right. What was I? Jenny, where was I? Elder Scrolls. Right, skooma bottles. So we had this ongoing joke where we always wished that we had like a skooma bottle as like a prop, just like to put on the bookshelf or whatever. And you could like 3D print them, but this was long before we had a 3D printer. And oh, it got really quiet. Oh, it's just. But as fate would have it, we were out in the middle of like nowhere, Arizona, where they only sell nowhere, Arizona things to tourists. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's like half of the selection is just things that are leather or turquoise or both.
Right.
maybe
Hail
you get
of fish!
Maybe you'll find a
What is
huge
this
chunk of
shit?
copper with like a. Maybe you'll find a huge polished chunk of copper. Did you just pick that fish right out of the water? Oh no, that's. I thought you. You're just like rinsing yourself off. I thought you picked up the fish and just ate it in one
Well,
bite.
I'm just I eat raw fish. That's how hardcore I am.
No, but we're out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe my usual go-to like weird Arizona deep cut is hey, maybe you'll get like a big chunk of polished copper that's like lumpy but polished to a shine, and it's got like a painting of like a wolf on it. I don't know if those are common or extremely rare, and I'm making a deep cut that like only one person will get, but they're out there. But we were at one of those places, and they had old-timey bottles, like bottles that are. I think they get their color from probably metals that you shouldn't put in bottles you're actually going to drink out of.
Probably.
So like I get this tiny, I notice one of these bottles looks like an Oblivion skooma bottle. It's like this like flask that holds like maybe like 3 ounces or whatever, and it's purple because it's made with like lead. It's I think it's like a lead glass, and I get it for like I don't know $5 or something, and I've had it ever since.
Neat.
I always wanted like a little skooma bottle as a kid. Where the heck is this thing going?
Don't know. It's going to that weird house factory where you just make houses that are specifically designed to be used as battle simulators.
Man, it's such a cool set piece. Other shooters like campaigns wish that they were Titanfall too.
Man, the one thing it fucked up on was getting way too cocky and releasing between Battlefield and Call of Duty. Like, man, you could
Is
have been
that what
big.
happened? Is that why like
It
wasn't-
definitely
wasn't as
didn't
big?
help. It didn't.
Oh,
It definitely
man.
didn't help. I don't know if it was like the main thing that did it, but it was definitely part of the problem.
Yeah, that drives me nuts. It drives me nuts when like there's something that would have gotten way more like entry. What's the word? Like sale. What are they called? Like the sales you get on the very first week or whatever that are like the most amount of sales.
Yeah.
Dude, there's like a giant down to the left. See him down there?
Okay, cool. Oh, it's more giants.
Um, it reminds me of what was it like? I think it was Treasure Planet. It came out in like this around the same month as one of the Harry Potter films, and it wasn't even like the first Harry Potter film, so it already had like a ton of momentum. And pretty sure it was Disney. Like they were just they must have been just so confident that it would just blow Harry Potter out of the water. It's like, guys, it's a good film, but like this franchise has a lot of momentum. You should have waited a couple months.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking Titanfall was a franchise with so much momentum, and where did it go? It went to Apex. I mean, God, I love Apex. It's it's the only battle royale game that I actually enjoy playing, even though I die constantly. Like
My
my
opinion on
KD,
Apex
like
is-
my KD ratio is fucking atrocious. What were you saying?
That like with me like I don't even play Apex anymore. I don't like if I was gonna play it, I would want to play it in a wing another
There
crane. I would want to play it in like a different mode because I find battle royales to have poor pacing. Like you spend too much time in a menu and/or hiding and frantically running away.
Well, I've told you
And I
before,
like
but
the
they
speed battle
added
stuff.
the
Yeah,
arenas mode.
they have like arenas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the one that you
I
would
wanna check that
probably want to play. Because I
And
checked
the
it out
funny thing
briefly.
though is that like the funny thing to me though is that like I wish that who made Apex. I hope that the devs of Apex
Respawn.
like Respawn. Yeah, I would love if they actually put a poll out there so they would have the math to show it that like how much people are interested in Apex lore because Titanfall 2 like got them into it. That Titanfall is still like kind of like what's the word?
Oh yeah, dude, the Apex is why I got into Titanfall. Like, I checked out
Like, that's-
Apex back on PlayStation because it was free. And then I was like,
That's
I need
pretty
to know
rare,
about
like-
more about this universe, and so I just went and played Titanfall 2.
'Cause in my opinion, it's pretty rare and tricky to have a game that at least like I'm not into that much into battle royale games, so I'm specifically into Apex only for the lore because I really like the
It's
setting.
very good lore.
And so because of that though, it drives me nuts that it's like what's the word? But I'm like, man, I feel like this is a rare situation where you made a game that was so good that games that still have elements of its lore and mechanics are still like fun and playable.
Yeah. For sure.
What do you
I
keep dropping?
I don't know. But, like, the movement in Titanfall and Apex,
Yeah.
like, still to this day is some of just the best movement that, like, has ever been in a game. Like, it's so fluid and fast-paced and just, it's fucking beautiful.
Have you ever seen the like world records on the Gauntlet?
I have not. Are they insane?
They're insane because like they're basically they made me realize that the way that the game calculates speed isn't as like realistic as I thought. Where like you're faster when you're running, but you're even faster when you're running on a wall, and you get even
okay,
faster if you manage to jump than when you're jumping through the air. But like, it also you can build up momentum, and the speedrunners who get like the timing right, they just end up going way faster than the game intended you to be able to go.
That captured giant.
Aww. Wanted for giant crimes.
She's all locked up.
In the bone cage.
In the bone cage.
I don't know the lyrics, but that looks like a
I ride
cage
the
of bones.
victory road. In the bone.
And he said, back in my day, everything had coke in it.
Yeah, I actually had a grandpa, my maternal grandpa, who worked at a Coke factory back when they were still putting Coke in it. And he always had a six-pack of Coke with him. Because of course he did. Because there was actual Coke in it.
Here's my like my little minor conspiracy. You know how some people have like sort of like pet conspiracy theories? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I think that this guy is related to this other guy because he was born at the right time. Whatever. Well, like I think that I don't think that all the Coke is just like for flavor.
Oh!
And that
Oh, wow.
it's not that they put Coke in the soda because it's still some level of FDA regulations. But my
Right.
concept is that being able to legally grow a ton of coca plants without anyone batting an eye seems like prime real estate if you were going to smuggle those and sell them as cocaine. Like it just seems like the easiest job to have if you were a drug lord. Like, oh
Right.
yeah, we work for Coca-Cola. They're the only company that's allowed to grow these. Make the flavor, you know. We take out all the drug parts. It's just for the flavor.
Right.
It's like the what's the word? It's like the trickiest part of something being legal or illegal is if something is made. What's the word? If something is made legal, that makes it super easy to do something that's illegal, because you made like part of the setup legal. It's like, well, I wasn't I wasn't robbing the bank, but I was scanning the bank with this sonar thing, and that's technically not illegal.
Right.
Sort of thing. I just made that up in my head because I couldn't think of a better example, but it's like,
That sounds
oh, I
like
was
something that would
casing the
happen in
joint.
like GTA 5 or something.
Yeah, it's like, well, I was casing the joint, but you know, casing isn't a crime.
Maru!
Man, calm down, little dude. I'm sure she'll be back. Oh, no.
That reminds me of the goofiest thing.
Angry giant.
Oh yeah. It'll be like,
Oh,
this
no.
reminds me of what was that game? The Last Guardian or whatever. Where like, wait, what happens if the guys in the blue doors get you to the door and you just like die? And we're like, oh, that's what those doors do. Oh, you really bamboozled them.
Yeah, sucker.
Oh,
See,
no,
I
there's
told
another
you
one.
she'd be back. Oh, no.
Oh, never mind.
No, she's the good one. She's
No,
the nice
similar character silhouettes. I'm sorry. You need a hat.
one.
Then he said, "Giant tax invade, giant tax invasion."
Hey, Maya!
Oh man.
I'm really digging this game. I don't know about you, but this game is
I think it's
delightful.
pretty neat so far.
It's making me happy.
I'm kind of a sucker for games with little puzzles in them.
Yeah.
I think the trick with puzzles isn't just that like the puzzle is like is solvable, but it makes you feel smart. I think part of it is that the puzzle has to be satisfying to put together. Like it's got to have like good sound design and kinetic feel to it, where when you move the parts around, you're like, ooh, this makes sense, and ooh, this makes a really satisfying click when it's moved.
Yeah.
Like, if you're watching this on YouTube at home, like look up like any puzzle from a video game and watch it on mute, and you will know what I mean. Why like sound design is so important for solving puzzles. You have to let the player's brain know that they did it right.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You didn't notice it, but your brain did.
Yeah.
Wait! You gotta move the basket back the bridge. Yeah, so you can cross it. Probably.
Is that how I cross
Oh, that's
it?
another thing. I think that I like when a puzzle has like an obvious answer, but it has like a slightly quicker answer that requires a little bit more skill.
Right. Oh
like,
wait,
oh, you
no,
press
I
this
know
to-
what I know what I need to do. I need to put
There's
this in
like
the
a thing, and it's like you can press this to set up the bridge, but you can squeeze the bridge into like this weird shape that you can like parkour over, but it'll reset itself when you do that, so you have to do it quickly. And I'm like, oh man, I love stuff like that. It makes me feel smart when I do it like a quick way that doesn't feel like it was supposed to be that way.
Right.
And I'm excited for the next God of War.
Me too. I hope it's on PS4.
I wanna experience some vast
Because
scenic
Lord
vistas.
knows acquiring a PS5 is some kind of a trial.
Yeah, it's a little bonkers. It's weird because it's been like 3 years, and they come up with new consoles every like what 4 to 5. It feels like we're gonna have like the PS6 before people even have the PS5.
Man, I was reading an article where Sony was talking about how like weird this generation was for console launches. And they were like, yeah, you know, we're kind of thinking that this is just going to be normal every generation going forward. And there were a bunch of comments below just like, okay, but what if you fixed it though and made it so that it wasn't? Like,
I think it's sort of a fluke, where Nintendo is like, hey, we're gonna innovate and just like change our console's entire shape and size and color, just to see what would happen. Just me, or like this guy's extra big.
he's pretty big.
It's like an ogre giant.
Hey,
Oh,
over
how
here.
do we get?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I see what's going on here. Finally, Jack out of irons. That's a deep cut for my fellow British folklore fans.
I did not get it.
It's a more like obscure type of giant. It's called just a Jack in Irons, and it's just this weird big creature that's like covered in chains. And it sounds cool, but like I don't think it's that well fleshed out. I do like the concept of a giant that for some reason just inherently has like chains on it, as if it's like done some sort of cosmic crime.
Right.
A genie or something.
I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. Oh wait, I gotta run across it. And then open
Oh,
it.
vanilla crunch!
Yeah! Oh my god, no way, man. Fuck.
I'll tickle you.
No.
Gotta work together.
Fuck
Gotta work
No.
together like brothers. Tale of two sons.
you. Get out of here. Brothers. Roll credits. Brothers, Tale of Two Sons. Roll the credits.
We put that pit there anyway.
That was pretty fucking great, man. That
Pretty
is thus far one of the best moments in the game.
You think? you know what's funny in retrospect? That like some of the writing, the graphic design, the character design, and some of the writing and voice acting in God of War is like really good. But then like it feels like they were rushed when it came to like some of the monster designs, and they did like a few palette swaps with the troll ogre looking thingies. And
Right.
and I'm like, that's really annoying. And I wonder if they'll like lampshade that in the next one by having it that there's just like it's like some sort of like minor troll god or something out there that's like, yeah, I was behind. It was me. I was behind sending all these like near identical trolls after you. Test your metal.
Of course, obviously. This,
Shermer.
I believe, is actually where I made it to before when I was playing this game on my own, which was like a while ago. I never finished it.
Why does this guy got mushrooms? The other one doesn't.
I don't, I wondered that too, and I don't know. Why do
Well, the
female
folks at home.
gills have wings? Geflings have wings and not the male ones. Is it Geflings?
And
Dudes from fucking Dark Crystal. That's one of those weird ass biological differences that just makes
like
no
the-
sense.
I like that joke that Yoda is a pug gelfling.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's just a gelfling that's just like kind of messed up.
Yeah. But I think this is probably a good place to call it for tonight.
Really?
I mean,
Oh,
well,
wow.
we've been going for like an hour. We can keep going if
Oh
you
wow,
want.
that just breezed by. I was just
Yeah.
so relaxed.
Yeah, it really did. It's a relaxing game. We can keep going if you want.
Next time we should play something way more stressful.
Right?
Welcome to I don't know Beat Saber, but also if I miss something, Lujack throws something at me.
From like 1,000 blocks away.
Before we leave, though, I saw this a VR device. It was like a heading for an article, and it was like a VR device, but it had like what looked to be like a gas mask thing on it. And it was like a VR thing that makes it more difficult to breathe. And I was like, I guess I could see that if you were going for something immersive that was like Metro style, like the Metro franchise, where the feeling part of the experience is the feeling of wearing a gas mask, which I can
Right.
understand. That's a pretty cool theme, especially if you can hear it in your own ears.
That
Because
would
like
be
when
neat.
your head's enclosed in a gas mask, you can hear your own breathing.
Yeah.
Like that's a cool gimmick. But then I was like, it'd be cool though. Like I know that we all did like smell-o-vision as like a joke or whatever, but if you could refine that technology, it'd be really cool because like I would love to have a game where there are what do you call them? Like scent triggers instead of like audio triggers.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, oh, they must be nearby. Like you're looking for something, you smell it, or like there's like a certain smell that appears, and you're like, oh no, this enemy is nearby because it actually like smells sulfury or whatever.
Right.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be a cool gimmick.
I mean, the main limitation is that you can only really you don't really have a mix and match smell ability, so it would just be whatever your preset smells are.
Right.
But I feel like it'd be a fun gimmick, just as a proof of concept.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much for joining us this lovely evening. I've been Taylor,
I've been Lujack.
and I'm reminding you to take care.
Stay awesome.
Keep some mushrooms on your back for later snacking.
And don't go locking up people. It's rude. Unless they're criminals, in which case, yeah, then lock them up.
The whole cycle. Bye!